Very good morning, friends. I'm Nalnakshi Swami, welcoming to my channel, Smart Index Edge. It is my constant effort to make the trade simple, not only for myself, for all the traders. I keep on doing things, I keep on observing the markets, and also I keep on creating an indicators that will help us to trade better. When we observe the markets deeply, I started realizing that time itself creates structure in the market. Time itself creates structure in the market. Just like in the weekly template, I had already mentioned, weekly template, Wednesday is the mid day of the week. It will create a base for the next week. Like that, where Monday and Tuesday establish range for the week and Wednesday marks the base. Like that, in intraday markets also move in time cycles. What if we divide the trading day into equal time segments and study how price behaves inside those segments? That is the idea behind this 65-minute time template. So you are seeing this is a day template that is included in my Nalini EMA indicator. And this is my new indicator, Nalini 65-minute time cycle. This indicator will tell us very precisely midday of the mid 65-minute of the entire day, particular day. So there are 6. When I took for 65 minutes, I know that all the traders will not have premium account. They cannot access 65 minute because it is only for the premium subscription people. 65-minute time frame is given. And apart from that, then I thought, why not I create a template for this so that every trader can utilize this. This is the customized proprietary indicator created by me. Every 65-minute time cycle, it is plotting the background colors so that it is visually very attractive and also it catches your eye. So entire trading session is divided into 65-minute blocks starting from the market open. So when you divide the day into 65-minute block, it clearly divides into 6 blocks. You can see over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For an entire day, you will get 6 blocks, 65 minutes block on the entire day. Within each phase, the market may perform a specific role. Sometimes the market may establish the high or low of the day. Sometimes it may create consolidation or distribution. Sometimes it may expand with momentum, and sometimes it may reverse the entire move. So I'm going to show you the pattern where you can identify very easily, and also it becomes very easy for selection of the stocks also. And you can identify the stocks, there are some stocks which are going up. When traders begin observing price behavior through these time boundaries, they start recognizing the patterns. So for that, we can enable my rolling pivot reversal magic for the entry, and you know the boundaries, and it becomes very easy, cakewalk for your intraday trade it is another confidence booster for your trade. For example, many days, the first one or two blocks creates the days range, like a Monday, Tuesday. Even the hourly also creates a range. Just like how weekly structure helps us understand market intention across days, this template helps us understand market behavior across the trading day and also across the week, daily also. Instead of looking only at price, traders start observing the interaction between time and price. This improves timing, patience, and clarity in intraday trading. I have brought so many indicators to bring clarity, confidence, and conviction in intraday trading, because intraday trading is very, very choppy, volatile, confusing. Big money will confuse you. They gap down, they pull back. So traders will get confused. So to avoid, erase all the confusion, I am making constant effort to remove all the obstacles in the intraday trading. You can combine this template with price action, support and resistance, and even volume analysis, and study how the market behaves at each 65-minute boundary. Over time, traders begin to notice repeating patterns, and that is when time becomes powerful tool in trading. Let me write it down. Time becomes powerful tool. Yes, powerful tool in trading. Timing is important. I missed 1 minute. Oh, yeah. Time becomes powerful tool in trading. So this is the template, friends. I have combined the weekly template, weekly separators. You can see across Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Actually, Monday, Tuesday sets the beginning of the week, and Wednesday is the midday of the week. And the range of the Wednesday will decide for the next week, either to the upside or to the downside. In this 65-minute time cycle, mid 65 minute 65 minutes of the entire day. There are 6 65 minute of 65-minute cycles in the intraday that sets the tone for the even for the next day, or same, or the price behavior on the same on the intraday, whether it is going to go up or not, or going to go down. So here I am on the chart of this stock, Acme Solar. You can see this is this is Thursday, this is Wednesday. Okay. Let me mark the Wednesday. On Wednesday, this is the mid 65-minute cycle. When I mark this, so it becomes a reference for your trade. Let me put a small, it's extending. Let me not do that. Okay. Let me take a small rectangle to highlight. Since I am in 30 minutes, this is two 30-minute candles. You can see, let me make it 15 minutes so that it becomes clarity comes into the trade. So this is the range of the mid 65-minute, which runs from 11:30 to 12:50. So here you can see the range was flat, and when price started moving above this range, I'm putting a line over here. You just watch it. Say, next day, it became a reference point over here, reference, and the market held this position the previous 65 minute, previous day, 65 minute, Wednesday held this, and let me put a block over here, and you can take an intraday long trade for the week, and the price continued moved up. This is Thursday block, and price moved up, consolidated, and the breakout, it did not go, so it is in the uptrend, and the price has moved higher. Now it is pointing towards the Friday block. When, suppose if the price starts, you can see price has not closed below this. Suppose if it starts closing below this, you can anticipate for a reversal on a weekly basis. Same thing, if you go to the Nifty becomes so cakewalk for you. With the rolling pivot, here I have not enabled the template. Let me enable this separator template. Not this. I don't want colors. Day of the week. Let me put a display separator. Then you get it is Thursday. It is Wednesday. On the Wednesday, the entire range, you can see mid 65-minute cycle. Let me hide the rolling pivot, reversal magic for temporarily. See, this is the, let me put this. The price started moving down and it becomes an reference point. Suppose if you are an option writer, it's a beautiful. Or you can enter into a BTST put option also. See, the next day, even though the market tried to move higher on the time cycle, that is 130, everything, this is the boundary. So it is sell on rise. So when the price started, this is the reference, for you people. When price dropped down, here you can see the price has already fallen. It is Friday, and the first hour, second hour, first hour high is the limiting here. You can see clearly the price has fallen below this, and this is the 65-minute boundary. White color is the third 65-minute boundary. Mid hour of the entire intraday. That is very, very important, which runs from, you can see over here, 11:15 to 12:50. That is the range. 12:50. See, if I enable the rolling pivot, even though price went sideways, with clarity, I had already explained how the rolling pivot will tell you, but with the mid-time cycle, it is, the limiting, hourly limiting time and the range. You can clearly notice the range, and it has started falling below this. And it has hourly range pivot, and this is the mid 65-minute pivot it is losing. Then, so with clarity, you can enter into the trade early, sell trade, you can do that. So if I take you to the options, even options also becomes very easy for you. Option is the complicated thing because it has got several parameters, limiting parameters for that option. So even with the premium decay, you can enter. Okay, 1 minute. Let me see which call option. 23 put option. 23,400 put option. Let me go to the 23,400 put option. See, mid-hour, you can see this is let me remove the drawings because I had traded on Friday. I'm not able to remove drawings. Let me remove the drawings. Yeah, let me remove. This is the midday of the week, and you go back. This is the midday of the previous day. Midday of the previous day, it was in a range and it expanded, range expanded, and this is the midday. So this is the guideline. This is the guideline for you. So the price 148 is your stop loss. Even in panically, if it goes down, you have got a reference point over here. When the price with the rolling pivot popping out, you enter into the trade. This is the reference point. Even when it comes down, this is the reference point. You need not panic when it is you are not entering into a sell trade over here because the price has moved above the mid 65-minute cycle of the intraday. And also with the weekly template, you can see from here, it guides you through days also. See, here it started. Let me change it to a little bit higher time frame, 30 minutes, so that it becomes with clarity. You can see these are the two candles over here. Let me hide the rolling pivot. Here, let us put this block. Okay, let me take out this. When the price started next day, it is above this, hourly. It is above this and consolidated mode. You can hold your position without any panic because this is, even though on 12th it started coming down, it did not breach the weekly, daily. If you go the 10th mid 65-minute cycle, it tested this level. It is like a breakout and retest. It acts like a structure you can follow very easily. It with visually, it becomes very easy. Let me put the template over here, and the next day the price is, see, same day itself on an hourly basis. You can see last hour, the 30 minutes candle, last hourly candles. These are the two hourly candles breaking above this mid 65-minute range. 65-minute range. Let me make it little bit lighter so that, see, you can see these are the boundary. This is the boundary. It is moving higher, and when it moved higher, it has consolidated in this phase, in this mid cycle. So it is a breakout. You can comfortably take the trade. Yes, friends, this is how trading becomes simple, and time will give you becomes powerful tool in trading. Time becomes powerful tool in trading, and you can select few stocks. I noticed Hyundai Motor. Let me go to this. You can see easily, you can see Hyundai Motor. If I put the Hyundai Motor, and also it helps in your Hyundai Corporation, Hyundai Motor. Ford Motor Company. Why I'm not getting that? Hyundai. Any wrong in that? I'm not getting that. Okay. Okay, you're seen in the Acme Solar and even Bharti Airtel. Bharti Airtel, you can track it. It becomes easy for you people. See, here, the Bharti Airtel, this is the, which day it is? Monday. The previous week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it has come down, and Thursday and Friday, it is under consolidation. Consolidation. All the time cycles are aligning with each other. Only if the price breaches this level, the Bharti Airtel can go down, and if it breaches to the high side, it can cross all these boundaries. So, like that, you can keep stocks in your watch list. And I've already shown in the Nifty how you can go short and long with the weekly template. Let me go to the Let me go to you can see Hyundai Motors. I got this. Hyundai Motor India Limited, you can see the time cycle. This is on 12th, the time cycle midday 65-minute time cycle. The price has moved higher. Yes, friends, you can keep it in your watch list. You can track yourself for Monday's trade. You can keep this in your watch list. Maybe there may be some India auto stocks crash. India's rise to fifth month in February. Industry body says Mid-East risks loom. So car sales have been raised. So some news are there, but with the news, it was a deep drop down. Consolidation, it is a breakout. You can see over here, breakout in there, and these are the levels, these two levels. This is the mid. This will act as guidance for you, resistance, and if it breaches this, it can travel up. It may be a reversal trade. This reversal trade is 2018 to 2060. That is, you can see 23 percentage move you can anticipate in that stock. Yes, friends, you can, like this, you can select few stocks. If I go to the other screeners, you can find the stocks, you can go there, and apart from that, one more stock, it caught my eye, that is Muthoot Finance. Muthoot Finance, you can see for yourself how this template helped. This is the weekly template, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday midday cycle, mid-hourly cycle, and price moving above this range. Next day, when the price started, the next day, next today, this is the consolidation. On Thursday last hour, the final breakout, range breakout, you can see the structure so beautifully. Range breakout, and then it is a continuation. Even though price came down, it started moving up. This is your reference point. Sorry, something wrong with this. Reference point, even though if it starts, you can enter into this stock because it is showing a reversal. And if you see this, price has moved above this, which one is, this is Tuesday level and cross the range. Weekly breakout, you can say this is a weekly breakout. If the Hyundai motor, even if it comes down, retest and it may start moving. Or otherwise, you could have got this move. This is not a simple move from 3,100 to 3,338 is almost like this. You can do a swing trade. It is 7.78 percentage within 2 days. Isn't it amazing? You can put lakhs of money. Some people, if they have money, even you can trade in equity with confidence. Thank you very much, friends. Nalinakshi Swami signing off.